The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Book. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 36, Book.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Book. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down throw for Book.
He gets away from one, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
To throw his Book.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Book now.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll set up a throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down.
Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
The give is to Jones. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jayrich147's. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking deep for Adams. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jayrich147's.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Book. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It's taken to the 26.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that
blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They
under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Book under pressure, and he'll go down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And they go play action with Book. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From just shy of midfield. Book. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. On play action, Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
A first down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.